Okay, so this is the no hands knee on belly drill. Okay, so you need to get really good at maintaining knee on belly. Okay, so there's 3 techniques. All I'm going to do curls is belly. In the knees across my belt line. Foot's off the mat. Do 3 pressures. Okay. 1, and I'll lift my hips up. Okay. 2, turn into them. Lift my hips up. 3, lift my hips up. So, again, so my knees across the belt line. My foot is off the mat. It's L shape on its hip. Okay, I'm not going to get any hands. Okay, so when Carl lifts his hips straight up, I just go up with him. I lift my hips and I put the weight down again. When he turns into me, this foot comes back. Yeah, this foot comes back. When he turns away, okay, it just goes towards him all the way, just slightly. Go towards his head. But if he turns all the way, switch over. Knee on the belly. Okay. Turn in. Turn away. Just putting all the pressure on them, okay? Keeping the weight on them. Just working those 3 pressures. Okay. At any stage, okay, the car bumps me, and I have to put my hand on the mat. Okay? So let's work. So, from here, my hips, straighten my inside leg, use my hand, push hard into my half guard, and just turn. I'll show you how to get a triangle from here. I think we're going to do this today. So again, side control. Position, I got my grips, back of the collar, still keep the underhook if I'm with the triangle. So, just turn. Cards inside hand, start pushing my foot, pushing into the half guard. Okay? So look, watch. Switch my grip from the collar to the head. Okay, keep the underhook. My leg through. Okay. Lock the triangle. Okay? Again, I can finish from here, from the mount. Or if I'm struggling to get the triangle from the mount, I'm just going to roll onto my right side. Again, we talked about the 4 stages. Okay, finishing the triangle. Stage 1 is directing the triangle, which I already have done. Okay. Stage 2 is to lock the triangle. So I want to make sure that my left calf is locked right across the back of Carl's neck. Okay, so across, L shape with my feet. Okay. So now I've locked the triangle. Okay, now I need to attain a perpendicular angle. Because if I try to choke Carl out from here, I'm using my small muscles, my adductors, and I can't choke him out from here. Okay? But it's a lot of squeezing. Okay? So I want to get a perpendicular angle. Okay, so I'm still going to control his posture. I'm going to get to this side. So I'll use my right arm. The armpit. Okay? Just very slightly. So I'm looking into his ear, okay, so I get to here, and then my hand's going to grab my knee, inside of my knee. Okay. Sometimes you can swim under the leg, okay, once I get perpendicular, Carl's goal is to get square again. Once he starts to get square again, he starts to posture up. There's a little bit of trouble. Okay. Good. Then I get to here. And I'm square with it. Carl can posture up, or down, or he can start to stack me by driving into me. Right? But once I get perpendicular to them, I swim around and I get to here. Sorry. Start to stack. It's a lot harder. So once I get to here and I get the perpendicular angle, I want to keep it and keep my grip here. Okay, so so again, from side control, I have my cross face and my underhook. I want to keep the underhook. There's different grips you can get. You can grab the belt, you can grab the pants, but keeping this for the triangle. Okay. I get my grips. I jump to knee on belly. The minute I feel this hand pushing here, this grip changes to the back of the neck and I lift this head up. Okay. I'm gonna shoot. Okay. My legs underneath. As I bring my leg across, I cross my behind the back of my knee. Okay. I can pull up on the head, get it from here, or hold on to my shoulder. Again from the guard. I've already locked the triangle. I need to get this calf. You see the way my junction of my feet's on the shoulder. I'm going to control his posture. Get it right over the back of his neck. Okay. Then I want to get a perpendicular angle. To finish the triangle from here, once I get perpendicular, I want to use my big muscles. So I'm using my leg press, which is this, pushing the visceral, as I do my leg curl, which is coming down. So now I'm using my thighs and my calves, which are a lot stronger, okay, than my adductors. From here, leg press, leg curl. Okay, and it's effortless. So again, when I threaten the triangle, and then I lock it, I'm not putting it on until I get perpendicular. So I'm just keeping enough pressure in my legs to maintain it, but I'm not trying to choke them out. Once I get perpendicular to here, now I go for the choke. Okay, so let's do it one more time. So, side control, cross face underhook, get my grip at the back of the collar, jump to knee on belly. He starts pushing to get me into the half guard. I lift his head, shoot, lock my triangle. I can finish from the mount. I can move all the way over. Finish from the guard. So again, side control, then with cross face underhook. Get my grips, jump to my knee on belly position. I still have the underhook. I'm putting a lot of pressure on core here. Okay, I'm driving my knee. You can turn my knee from across his belt line slightly towards the diaphragm and push into it, which is going to take the air out of him. You can see by the expression on his face, it's not nice. He's not too worried about defending his neck or defending his arm. He's going to start pushing at this knee, and I already have the underhook. And again, everybody knows the far side arm bar. I pull up, push down, I step over, take the arm bar. Okay. Okay, so he's putting a lot of pressure on me. I'm going to be pushing. He has his underhook. He pushes down on my head. Steps over my head. Takes the arm bar. Again, let's do it slow. If you notice, he's controlling one of my arms with one of his arms. So sometimes what can happen is, when he gets that underhook, when he pushes down on the head and goes, I'm controlling my arm with one, step over and go for the arm bar, I'm already escaping. I turn down on my side and I pull this out. I'm looking to come up. Okay, so sometimes it's not that high percentage because I'm only using one arm to control one of his arms. So this is just a variation of it, but I think it works really well. I'm going to use two of my arms to control one of his. It just cuts out the space. Okay, so check this out. That side control, I got my cross face underhook. I'm going to do the same thing. I get my grip on the collar, jump to knee on belly, put a lot of pressure on him. Carl wants to start pushing. So look, watch, just like before. I'm going to pull the underhook up. Okay, but instead of then having to push down so I can step over, I'm going to get a hand-to-hand grip here. And I'm going to pull this arm all the way towards me and put my chin over his elbow. Okay, so if I'm up, turn right onto his side here. And from here, as you can see, I don't even need to push his head down because I pulled him right underneath me here. So when I step over, take the arm bar. Okay, yeah. I want to hug his arms so tight that there's no space. So, from side control, jump to my knee on belly position. He starts pushing at my knee. Okay, I pull up and I get a hand-to-hand grip and I hug
Okay, pull his arm right into my chest. My right elbow is in my right hip. My left elbow is in my left hip. I pull him so far that my foot's nearly over his head. And this is the detail. Remember we talked about the far side armbar? Watch my foot because I don't want him hitchhiker and escape. I'm going to drop it so it falls right under his shoulder. Here. Okay? And I haven't went all the way around. Cut the angle. So I'm at this 45-degree angle. I keep my grip here. This one goes on the shoulder. And I can lift my hips. So again, one more time. So I want to take it at 45 degrees this way to make it tighter. So, self-control, cross this underhook, I get the grip, the back of the collar, I keep my underhook, jump to knee on belly, put a lot of pressure on him to get him to start pushing at my knee. Okay, when he does, I get a hand-to-hand grip, and I hug this arm, by pulling it all the way towards me. Step over, still got the grip. Okay, so that's the far side armbar, and the knee on belly position. Okay, so this is your basic X choke, cross choke, belly position. Okay, so I get my grips, back of the collar, this time I'm going to grab the belt. As I jump to knee on belly, I actually just don't jump all the way to my feet and put my knee on the belly. Okay, pull away my knee, the belly, it just slides across. It just slides across so that the L shape of my foot goes tight into his hip. So at no stage, okay, am I ever losing contact with his hip and his body. Okay, I've got to be really tight to him. So again, my grips. Get to my knee on belly position. Okay, I'm going to start to put a lot of pressure on Carl, which means he's thinking about getting rid of this knee and he's not thinking too much about the neck. Okay, he really wants to get rid of that knee. So look, watch. I'm just going to pull the collar towards me to create a little bit of space so I can get my hand inside. Okay, now in my first grip, I have the thumb inside, the one that's behind the back of the neck, the one that I jump to knee on belly. It's one thumb inside. Okay, when I go for my other hand, I'm going to put 4 fingers inside. Okay, pass the collar. Okay, feed the collar from one hand to the other. Okay, I want to make sure that I get my right wrist as close to Carl's right jug as I can. Okay, so from here, I still keep the pressure on because I don't want him defending the neck. Okay, my left hand is going to grip now above Carl's or above the other hand. Okay, so from here, comes from behind the right, goes in front of the left. I still have the pressure on. Again, that's one thumb inside. Now what I want to do is I'm going to take the pressure off my knee, off Carl's gut with my knee. I want to bait him into turning into me. Okay, because it's very hard for Carl to turn into me when I'm doing this. Put that pressure on Carl, turning is hard. Now watch. What he wants to do is turn into me like this. Yeah? That's one of his escapes. And again, you get to his knees for a single leg. Push. Your knees, single leg, and then you do all the stuff from there. Okay? But if I'm putting a lot of pressure on his gut, it's very hard for him to actually do that. Okay, so when I get my grip here and I re-grip with my left hand, I'm going to just take this pressure off his gut to bait him into doing this. Now watch when he turns what happened. His head come off the mat. I just loop this around, bring it across. Okay, and the detail is, guys, I turn my wrists in like this, elbows together and bring them towards my belly button. So from here, wrists in, elbows together, and I want to bring my head towards Carl's as I bring him towards me to get the choke. Okay, so that's your basic X choke, cross choke. Again, one more time. Side control. So when I get the first grip, guys, one thumb in the collar. Okay. Second hand on the belt. I can put it here on the mat, it's fine too. Hands is okay too. As if you're doing a press up. Again, I don't leave any contact with his hips. My knee comes off the mat, slides straight across his gut to knee on belly. I get my foot off the mat. It's L-shaped, hooked at his foot, or hooked at his hip. Okay? So I create the space by pulling the collar towards me. I'm going to feed it to my right hand. I want to get my right hand as close to his jugular as I can. 4 fingers inside. Okay? Then I'm going to re-grip above. But I can't, if I go too tight, I won't have the room to lift my arm over, so I need to feed it through a little bit. Now I'm going to bait him. That's it. By lifting the pressure off, Card turns into me, his head comes off the mat. I loop it around, turn my wrists in, elbows together towards my belly button. As I bring Card towards me, we go head to head. Okay, so that's your basic cross choke, X choke. Okay, last technique, guys. So this is baseball bat choke. It's called that because my hands end up in a baseball bat position. So, side control, you get the collar. My left hand that's on the back of the collar stays in this position the whole way through this technique. Okay, grab the belt, put a knee on belly position here. Okay, so my left hand is going to punch. Okay, Card's left lapel to keep it on, create a little bit of space so I can bring this hand in. But before I actually do this, what am I going to do first? Exactly, I want to do this. Okay, Card's going to start pushing at my knee, which leaves it open here. So I punch this through, this comes in, 4 fingers inside. Okay, just loosen a little bit. And then from here, okay, I'm going to drop my left knee to the mat. Okay, side is here. The detail is, guys, just like in the last choke, I bring my wrists in, drop my elbow towards my belly button, and I walk around his head. Even more. From here, put my head on the mat. The side is right hand. Okay, one more time. Get my grips. Go to knee on belly. Here. He starts pushing when I put pressure on him. I punch the lapel through. This one grips. I normally would go deep, really close to his left jugular, but we'll keep it loose. So you can see the move. Okay. I turn my wrists in. Put my elbows together. Okay. Because if I don't drop this elbow down, I don't bring my right elbow towards my left elbow and close that space. When I go to walk the north-south, Card turns his head through the gap. Down. Okay? So, I need to make sure that my elbows are connected before I walk to north-south. So we get the grip, back of the collar, one thumb inside, grab the pants, belt, go to knee on belly position, start putting a lot of heavy pressure. Okay, he's not thinking of defending the neck. Punch this lapel through. His hand's still pushing on the knee. Get a 4-finger grip inside. Turn my wrists. Okay, bring my elbows together. I drop my left knee to the mat. Then I put my right knee where my left knee was and walk all the way around the north side. Now, if I put my head on the scut, the car's going to start turning towards me. Okay, I'm losing the position. Back. So when I get to here, put my forehead on the mat beside his right hip. So I just put up a barrier here, putting my head on the mat, starts walking and spinning underneath me. So that's just your basic baseball bat choke.